It's ridiculous. These guys, they expect me not to be a guy from Oklahoma, I guess. I was raised in Oklahoma my whole life. You can't just sit there and be a keyboard warrior. If you're going to say something stupid like that, then own the words.
Yeah, and he challenged you, and nobody asked you about this. I'm wondering, when you got up, Bernie Sanders was banging the gavel. If he got up too, would you have gone at it right there in the hearing room?
I would have probably jumped over the dais at that point. It was, to me, I thought, well, this is going to be a great day. I've been waiting for this since you posted that a long time ago. I honestly didn't think he would even say, let's do it. But then again, he's a guy that runs his mouth all the time and doesn't get called out on it. Remember, this is a guy in 2022, Rob, that said that he was wanting to bring back the mob mentality to the Teamsters. He's also the same guy in 2017 that was removed from negotiations with UPS by then President Hoffa because of his bad behavior. And in 2013, he was kicked and suspended out of the Teamsters for intimidating his own guy. So he's had a history of running his mouth. He's never been called out on it. And I'll tell you, when I stood up, you should have saw the look on his face. It was like, holy crap, I messed up.
Oh, I wish we could have seen the look on his face. Yeah, I like what you said, keyboard warrior. Social media has allowed so many people to be tough behind their computer, but we can see it's a very different story when people like him are approached in real life. Do you think this is a demonstration of the left feeling they can just say anything without consequences? Because as we saw there, yeah, he wasn't exactly ready to take down that threat.
Yeah, I don't know if you put politics into it or not. I think this is just a guy that's a union boss that wants to be tough. He brings, as I said, he wants to bring back the mob mentality. He thinks that to be the president of the Teamsters, he's got to put this persona on that he's some tough guy. And you can't just do that without having consequences of it. I want to know what his own members think now, because you can obviously hear that he backed down. In fact, later on, he says, well, I didn't mean that. I meant we should have a cup of coffee someplace. Well, go back and read the tweet. And you know exactly what he meant. Yeah. Anybody meant it, but he was cowering and trying to back out of his words. And, fine. If the guy wants to have a cup of coffee afterwards, I'll sit down with him. I used to get paid to fight. That's not personal to me. In fact, I thought it'd be a lot of fun. But if he wants to sit down and have a cup of coffee afterwards, fine. Let's sit down and have a cup of coffee. Geez.